When you're in the market for a job, it might seem that just getting an interview is half the battle. The truth is, making that appointment is just the beginning. Take it from the experts. Going into a job interview, you can greatly increase your odds of success by knowing the common mistakes people make in interviews and how to overcome them. When talking to a prospective employer, you have to know exactly what to do and, just as importantly, what not to do. In a moment, we'll get a professional career consultant's insight into the art of job interviewing. But first, let's look at what you should do to get ready for an appointment. One of the biggest mistakes anybody can make is to be unprepared for an interview. Remember, knowledge is power. The best way to get ready for a job interview is through in-depth research into the prospective employer. Having an arsenal of information gives you a big edge over the competition when the interviewer asks, "So, what do you know about our company?" Research also provides insight into how your skills will fit into the company as a whole. Plus, you can ask intelligent questions that demonstrate your understanding of the big picture. There are many sources for this kind of knowledge. Company websites can offer a wealth of information, including news and press releases that give you an up-to-date picture of what's going on. Be sure to look for financial information such as an annual report and, of course, job listings. There are also many online resources where you can find unbiased information about a specific company, including the size of the company, how it's structured, and the state of its financial health. Offline resources include local newspapers, which are often the only place you'll find information on small local companies, and the library, where you'll find journals, almanacs, and research guides with information on the company and its marketplace. Once you've done your homework, it's time to focus on the interview. Begin by asking yourself, what am I looking for when I go on a job interview? Is it to find work with a good company? To land a challenging job with a handsome salary and good benefits? Let's get an expert's point of view.
I'm Andrea Kay. I'm a career consultant. When I ask people like you who are getting ready to go out on job interviews what they're looking for, that's usually what they tell me. They want a challenging job that will pay well, and most of them don't find it. If you want to find a good professional job, if you want to start your career with a successful company, you better know more about what companies want from you than what you want from them. Before you even walk through the front door of a company for an interview, you better know what business is all about and how to stay cool under pressure. You better know how you feel about working with people of a different race or gender. If you don't, you could be making the kinds of mistakes that tell interviewers you're not right for the job. Now, I don't mean to scare you. I don't want to portray the job interview as one-sided, full of sneaky, low-down questions that are intended to trick you. But I do mean to put you on guard for questions and situations that are meant to catch you off guard. A job interview will probably take more preparation than you planned, for it's a serious conversation about business, about how people treat each other, about how you react to stress, and about what kind of person you really are. It's a conversation where the spotlight can be on you, where everything you say, every attitude you convey can work for you or against you. One mistake can blow the interview and the chance at your dream job. This video is about common mistakes people make in interviews, mistakes that are very easy to make. This video will help you anticipate what interviewers are looking for, how they'll decide if you've got it. You'll learn what questions to be ready for, and in your own words, how to answer them. You'll learn how to impress interviewers with your ability to think on your feet and communicate with clarity and maturity, which, by the way, are two of the main qualities they're looking for. You'll learn the most common mistakes to watch out for, and by the end, you'll know how not to make them. Knowing all this will encourage employers to say those three magic words, "We want you." Brian is having his first job interview. Let's find out what's going through his mind.
I'm afraid I'll say the wrong things. I wonder if I'll have the right answers. I don't know what they're going to throw at me or how they'll try to trick me. I hope they'll want to hire me.
This is the first mistake most people make when they go into an interview. They go in thinking, I have to impress you, I have to give all the right answers, I have to have this job. You don't have to have this job. You may not even want this job once you talk to the manager and learn more about the company. So take the pressure off yourself, relax, and change your objective. Look at the interview like this. The objective of this interview is to have a discussion. What do you want to discuss? Well, on your end, you want to discuss information that'll help you decide if you want to work there. Later, we'll talk about the appropriate questions to ask, which will help you determine that. The employer, on the other hand, has a different agenda. Let's find out what that is.
I've never met Brian before, so I need to determine if he can do the job, if he has the necessary skills this position calls for, such as writing, desktop publishing, and editing. I want to know if he's reliable, if he'll make it to work every day on time, if he'll make a commitment to our company, because we'll be putting time and money into training him. I want to know if he can make our company more profitable and more efficient, if he'll get along with others, including me. If he has leadership qualities, I wonder if he'll fit into our organization. I need to know that he'll be honest, trustworthy, and enthusiastic about coming to work every day.
So the employer wants to discuss information that will help her decide if she wants to hire Brian. Unless you don't care where you work, your objective is not to just get the job by saying all the right things, but it's to get information to help you decide if you want the job. The employer's goal is to get information to help her decide if you're right for the company. So the first thing you need to do is see the interview as a mutual exploration between two people as to whether this is a good match. Doing this will also help you relax, be yourself, and be more effective. To start this exploration, the employer will ask you questions. Now, here's where people go wrong. Many people think interviewers ask questions just to trick them or be sneaky. I suppose some interviewers might do that, but not in most cases. And to be as effective as you can, you need to understand what employers are really doing when they ask these questions. I said that interviewers are looking for information to help them decide if they want to hire you. That information covers 3 areas. The right skills. In other words, can you do the job? The right attitude. Are you willing to do what it takes to be successful? The right fit. Do you fit into the organization? So basically, employers are looking for answers to these questions. They're not trying to trick you. Let's look at these one at a time. Remember that Ms. Jones said,
I need to determine if he can do the job, if he has the necessary skills this position calls for, such as writing, desktop publishing, and editing.